So it's been about 6 days into the second online test, and so far I've been just enjoying every single second of it. Like, I'm having way too much fun on this game. And I guess early on, it would have been a bit difficult for me to kind of express or put into words like why it's so fun. But seriously, like I don't want to play anything else right now. I just come on here and like I just want to hit some mobs and like do some quests and explore a little bit. And now that it's been a few days, I have a bit more like an understanding of why I'm having so much fun and why I think other people are having so much fun as well. So I'm in Oberst Tower, which is like my favorite region in all of MapleStory, and also has my favorite soundtrack. So I'm just gonna be killing a few of these monsters in the background. So hope you guys don't mind me just like yapping about like why I'm having so much fun so far. And I think I'm going to kind of inevitably compare a lot to like modern MapleStory as well as like modern live service games as a whole, because it is like kind of a frame of reference, because those are, I guess, are like the alternatives to what we could be playing. But I guess one of the things that kind of really stood out to me, especially coming from like, you know, modern MapleStory and other games, is like the idea of like you just play the game because you find it fun, right? So I guess at its core, you would think that like this game is not really that fun. There's so many things that are like inconvenient, right? So like the progression is really slow. Like you need to walk everywhere, at least early on, and then there's also like you have to pay attention a lot during training, because it's not just like some effortless thing. Otherwise you'll like either die or like lose meso and stuff like that. So there's some things that you would think makes the game not that fun. And I guess, you know, I know a lot of people would kind of just boil it down to like nostalgia of like how it was in the past, but I think there has to be more than just that, because as you can kind of see, there's a lot of people, like from like streams and videos and stuff, there's a lot of people that are playing even though that they know that like their progress is going to be wiped in a few days, and the only rewards you get are at level 15. So yeah, one of the things that like really stood out is basically compared to other games, there's no real like pressure in Classic to like that forces you to kind of like play the game every day. So I guess the biggest thing is the people that are like going super hardcore, they're just playing it because they're having fun with the game, and that's how it should be. You should play a game because it's fun and you want to play it, not because like there's some pressure like from the game or externally or whatnot. Like if you don't want to play it, don't play it. If you want to play the game that day, you should play it. And that's kind of how it is, especially with all those people. Because like a lot of games will have you know, stuff that you need to do daily in order to like time gate you and things like that. And I know this has the citizenship thing, which I haven't delved too much into it so far, but it doesn't seem like it's like too troublesome at this point. I do hope that they don't add like too many things like that. I was like slightly disappointed that they added a daily, but yeah, I hope there's not too much else going forward. If I had a choice, I would pick like weeklies over dailies all the time, because not everyone has time to like log on daily to do stuff like this. So yeah, like kind of going back to like what I said, like you play the game to have fun, not because there's some obligation or like, oh, you feel you're gonna fall behind. Yeah, it's basically like at this point there's no like FOMO in this, at least not yet. I hope there won't be. But yeah, everyone's just playing it just because they're having fun with it. And I think that means a lot, actually, especially considering like what all of like the modern live service games have. Like there's always something that you got to do this every day in order to like maximize like let's say your character. So also another thing that I kind of noticed was because there's no like set path on what to do, like you're kind of just free to do whatever you want, so you also can just kind of play at your own pace. Like there's technically not really anything forcing you to like reach a high level, although I know that's like probably the main activity in the game, but there's still like many things you could go around like doing quests and stuff like that. There's no pressure to like level up super fast. And I guess most importantly, you kind of decide like what you want to do like, at any given day. Like yesterday I was doing like all the jump quests just because I felt like it. And yeah, that was like a good experience from like trying it now, since I remember like having so much trouble at those as a kid. Even though like there was nothing really good to get from the jump quests, I mean I still had a lot of fun doing it, just re-experiencing that. So pretty much like where I was going with this was because like it's also because the game doesn't really like necessarily tell you exactly what to do. You're free to go off and explore and kind of do your own thing however you see fit. Like sure, you can be optimal and find like the best maps if you're trying to, you know, get to a high level and stuff like that. But going back to what I said about like no pressure and stuff like that, and finding the game fun, because like those maps tend to be like pretty crowded, so if you don't really feel like fighting for a map, there's like no real need to. And then I guess one of the things that really surprised me a bit when returning is the social aspect of it. I know like a lot of times people say like this was like a product of its time back then in like 06 or 05, whenever like it came over to us. But like every time I've like talked to people, like random people, like you try to strike up a conversation, you'll usually find like something to talk about. Could be related to the game, might not be, but I think the community is a big factor in that, because it does seem like we're not all just relegated to like our own like social circles and stuff like that. Like most people have like it's very rare where you say something, at least so far, where I'm like talking to someone, could be about the game or not, but then I've just been like completely ignored. Whereas I think if I did that on like let's say modern Maple, for example, there's a good chance they would either just ignore me or they would just tell me to like go away or something like that. Don't mean to like shit talk modern Maple, because I still do enjoy it quite a lot, but it's just like one of the stark differences. And like continuing that a bit, since I play like reg server on GMS, it's like the trading server, the one that has like a minority of the population. Like most of them play Reboot, which is like the non-trading server, and basically it's gotten a lot better in this, where like people are like, let's say like when you're trying to like buy and sell items, like the fact that I guess Smegas are basically free. I don't know how much they plan on pricing Smegas in the future, but I hope they're not like too prohibitively expensive. It's just been fun to, like, when you get a drop or something like that, let's say it's something you don't need, and you're trying to get something that you do need. It's just been good to kind of like interact with people, and that's something that I think that's like a bit missing, especially with like the lower population in reg server so far. Like, people don't really talk that much. Like, when you're like, most people, they talk on like other I guess social media platforms, whereas I think a lot of it's done in game, which makes it feel much more alive. And there are also like a lot of other funny things based off of like the social interactions and like economy-based stuff. Like, for example, they gave us the store that you can put in, I think, like almost any monster field. And like, there's one of the examples is like the Sleepywood quest with the security guard. I think his name is Luke. Like, he needs a salad for his quest, and it's something you have to go like pretty far into Sleepywood for. So people have like opened up shops selling them. Also in Sleepywood, there's people putting up stores like saying, "Oh, selling scrolls cheaper than a taxi." It's just fun things like that that are just kind of nice to see, and just makes the game feel much more alive. So yeah, I think these are just like some of the things that I kind of thought of. I think the most important one is basically the fact that like if I'm on this game, I'm like actively choosing to play, which means I'm having fun with the game, which is why you see all like the high level people like playing so much, even though that technically their progress is going to be meaningless in a few days. So like, they actively chose to get on the game, which, because like there's nothing else that's like kind of making you play the game, it's like an active choice. So everyone on here is, I'm pretty sure, having some fun. And yeah, that leads to like more interesting like social like situations and things like that, where like most of the people that I've met have been like friendly so far. And I think it's definitely hitting on something that's been missing in a lot of games recently. So yeah, those are just like some of the things that I thought about of like why I'm having so much more fun. I think there's probably a few more reasons, but those are like some of the main ones. I wanted to record this all in one go because I didn't want to write a script or anything like that. I just wanted like my raw, unfiltered thoughts on like why I'm having so much fun, because it is like kind of a strange phenomenon. Because there are so many times when I'm playing like other games where I'm like, oh, I don't feel like doing this. This is so inconvenient. But yet for this, I'm like having so much fun with it. I don't really care if it's like an inconvenience to walk somewhere. And like I said, I don't want to play anything else, even if like a lot of stuff is like tedious, like objectively. But like, I can't get myself to turn this game off unless it's like way too late. So yeah, just some of my like thoughts on why it's fun so far. I think if you ask people like why they're enjoying the game so much, you might get some different answers, but these are just some of the things that I think a good amount of people could agree with. So yeah, I like I said, I wanted to make this video kind of like unscripted, so just to kind of get like my unfiltered thoughts out there. So yeah, if you like enjoyed this video, I do have a lot more like video ideas. There's a lot of things that I would like to talk about. So if you guys like this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or giving the video a thumbs up. I think I'll be playing a classic for the long haul, that's for sure.